Man, I really want to get the square into this circle, but I don't know shapes.
Now there's a solution. Geometry.
Geometry?
Geometry.
Gee whiz, sir. That's a big word. What does it mean anyhow?
Wouldn't you like to know, you absurd little man? Deriving from the Greek words geo, meaning land, and metria, meaning to measure, geometry is the study of shapes, dimensions, and arrangements using shapes. Throughout your geometry career, you'll learn such words as circumference, ratio, and lots of other je ne sais quoi terms that are definitely easy to pronounce.
A possum? A possum? A possum? Is that just a possum on a list? What does a possum have to do with math?
Welcome back to your favorite direct cable television broadcast program, Wheel of Formulas. We take formulas from general education high school classrooms and break it down for viewers just like you, which not only pays my electricity and feeds my family, but also makes me sound really smart. Will you learn something? Do people even care? Will we be here for 3 hours? The wheel will decide. Shall we spin? It looks like the formula is perimeter of a trapezoid. As you see, there are 4 sides, A, B, C, and D. And as you see here, the perimeter is equal to all of those sides added up. So as the example here, the perimeter would equal 6 plus 20 plus 8 plus 21. So the perimeter, that would equal somewhere along the lines of 56. Thank you. Perimeter of a trapezoid. Perimeter. Golly, look at that rhombus. Beautiful, isn't it?
This is nifty and all, mister, but when will I use geometry in my everyday life?
That's a great question. Do you see this door frame? Okay. Do you also see this desk? So if you were a carpenter, or I don't know, some sort of desk builder, you need to know how big this door would have to be in order to get that desk through this door, while also being able to make a good desk, because you want a nice big desk, but you also need to fit it through this door. So you need to know the dimensions of both the door and the desk in order to get that desk through this door. So you know buildings, right? They're made out of shapes.
What?
I know, crazy, isn't it? But for most architects and interior designers, they have to be proficient in geometry to better understand the capacity of their designs and be able to better understand geometric plans and blueprints. Also, graphic designers, artists, engineers, and animators all require some requirement of geometry in order to better do their job and do it accurately.
Mister, what if I don't want to do any of those things with my life? What if I want to be ballerina?
Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle.
Chill, I'm getting there. Even if you don't use geometry professionally, the state of Washington requires geometry as a fraction of a math graduation credit. There's also an area of the SAT that focuses on geometry, trigonometry, and mental math, all of which you learn in your standard high school geometry class. So even if you don't pursue geometry as a career, it's still good to know to have a basic understanding and knowledge to succeed in these areas for your future.
Sir, what advice do you have to someone going into geometry?
Excellent question. It's very simple, you see. If you take notes, you'll be just fine. If you memorize the patterns, because there's a lot of patterns, you know, because we're working with shapes, you'll be just fine. But most importantly, pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, you're not going to know what you're doing.
Sir, do you use any of these geometry skills in your daily life?
Me? Of course not. However, I still want to retain and pay attention to all of the information that I learned in this class in order to better understand math when it comes into my future.
So if you don't use geometry all the time, then why are you advocating for it? It's not like you teaching me and convincing me to study geometry. Was this assigned by like a third party? on which you're being evaluated on your performance in order to receive, I don't know, some sort of credit.
Lady, running down to the riptide.